Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy J Rock. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with another Batman review. We're gonna continue on the Grant Morrison's run on Batman. Today we'll be doing Batman Rest in Peace. It's written by Grant Morrison and most of the artwork is by Tony S. Daniels. Most of you might be familiar with his work on Batman or from his work on Spawn. So this book includes issues 676 of Batman all the way through 683, guys. So let's flip through a few of the pages, talk a little bit about the story and my thoughts on if it was any good. Here you have the introduction. You have Guy Major on colors. You have some Quasimodo wannabe right there. And here right away, the first page, a big splash page by Tony S. Daniels. Most artists like to do this right away in the second page, do a big splash page. He's introducing you to this whole new team, which if you've been reading the Batman book, Grant Morrison's run, up to this point, he's slowly been introducing a bunch of new characters one by one. He's doing one story arc with one character, one with another, and at the end, they all been kind of connecting together to form this group called the Black Glove. Now all of a sudden you got a bunch of other new random characters that weren't slowly brought along. They're just thrown in the mix right now and on the last minute on this story arc. So this whole team is called the Black Glove. They're very intelligent people, very wealthy with a lot of money, kind of like a Illuminati, if you will, or a secret society. Okay, here Grant Morrison has created a love interest for Batman. He's been dating this girl through his whole run since starting from the first issue. Her name is I believe Jezebel. She's like a pop star, Taylor Swift, if you will, and he's Bruce Wayne. This millionaire. So they're like a celebrity couple, kind of. Okay, here Alfred and Tim Drake are talking about Bruce Wayne. They feel he's losing his mind. Here he is again going to visit his parents' grave. They feel he's kind of becoming mentally unstable. Also, this group, the Black Glove, they're kind of gunning for him and they're attacking him psychologically. Oh, look at Joker right here. He's on the 6 o'clock news. Grant Morrison completely just killed Joker in the first issue. Then he brought him back and kind of didn't get any explanation how Joker came back, but he completely reinvented him. He's much more of think that movie Psycho, think Norman Bates. He's not the Joker we know that's kind of insane and laughs at everything. This is a completely different Joker. This definitely reminded me of Norman Bates. Even his appearance is completely different. I'm pretty sure this wasn't Tony S. Daniels' idea. I'm pretty sure Grant Morrison kind of guided him through it or hinted that he wanted him to look a certain way. Here we see Batman fighting some street thugs. Here's this new secret society. They found the Batcave. They found Alfred. You ask how. The girl dating Bruce Wayne, it'll be revealed right now, she actually works with them. So that was just kind of like a happy accident. She happened to find out he was Bruce Wayne. So now, not only are they following Batman, but they're following Bruce Wayne too, because they know he's Batman. So even in his secret identity, he can't hide from them. So they took everything from his Batcave, his mansion. Now he's like a homeless guy, right? He's homeless right here, and what he does, he's kind of going insane, and he's homeless, and he's down on his luck. But even while he's homeless, he creates this costume out of just a bunch of random rags that were sitting around. He created this costume he still wants to fight crime, and now it's gonna be interesting to see him fight crime without all those billions of dollars to back his play. And you see this Batmite, but they hint at that Batmite is kind of just a figment of his imagination. He's just going crazy. He's becoming mentally unstable, and he's becoming a much more aggressive Batman, less tactical and more think a Punisher, if you will. It's a nice page right here, 2 page spread. Okay, Tim Drake Batman knows Bruce Wayne's going insane. He's losing it. He's not at 100% right now mentally, so he knows he's gonna need some help. And Tim Drake brings the team of the old Batmans from different countries. They were in the previous story arc. If you saw them there, that's on a story where they came out. Is where the guy El Sombrero was first introduced. So that's kind of cool. He brought everybody back. You thought it's gonna be like a one-off story arc. They had nothing to do with the long on the in the long run on this Morrison run, but here they come back. So that was pretty cool to see them being utilized. Now they're gonna fight. Now here they're gonna fight the Black Glove. So things are moving quick now. Now we're getting all into all the action. We got a lot of story development, slow pace. Like you saw things happening where they were kind of chipping away at Bruce Wayne's life until he became broke and became homeless. And now we're getting into the more fast paced stuff, more action driven. So here finally Batman he has his squad and they're fighting the Black Glove, and now it's just the leader versus the leader. You got Batman versus this guy. He's chasing him down. This was pretty cool. He shot him, but he kind of missed. He just grazed him, but enough to knock him over off of the stairs here. Okay, here this is pretty interesting right here. He finally gets this the guy that was the mastermind behind everything. So they get a cool little showdown where he's chasing them down. Now there's an interesting story with these Batman. If you read the first book, you were slowly introduced to one Batman, then another, then another. There was three of them, and they didn't really use them here. So I guess I'm missing some books I have to read. Came villains, and here you just see one of them. So I know there's something missing there because that's kind of an interesting story as well. But here Batman's chasing this guy down. He punches the helicopter. Boom, that's kind of cool right there. And look, the plane crashes, it blows up. So you assume Batman's dead, and so is everybody else. So Bruce Wayne went out like a hero. He went out with a bang. He took these guys down with him. He sacrificed his own life. Went out very heroic. So I thought this was a very good ending to this run, and an ending to Bruce Wayne, if you will. There he goes. He's dead. Now, as we all know, he wasn't actually really dead here. He came out in this miniseries, I believe, this DC event called Final Crisis, and he actually dies on that one. But they ended this one with a good ending where, if you want to, you don't follow continuity, you could just say he died here, and you got the story you wanted. And if you follow your continuity stickler, you'll say no, he didn't die here. He comes out over there and gets killed by someone else. So you could do that as well. So I thought Grant Morrison did a good job leaving it open for interpretation, where you could get your death here, but you could still get it in another book. So naturally, Batman isn't really dead, but he's gonna take time off, let everybody think he's dead, and let somebody else take over as Batman, because he definitely needs a break. Because mentally he's too exhausted mentally. So it's a decent run, but I felt there was a lot of stuff missing. This story, honestly, all right. So yeah, that's about it for the book. As far as my thoughts on this book, I thought it wasn't the greatest story arc. I thought it was pretty weak. It definitely can't stand on its own. I'd probably give it like around a 4.5 out of 10. The one cool part it had is you see how Bruce Wayne would react if he was homeless with no billions of dollars to help him out. He still has it in him to want to fight crime, even though if he's insane and he's losing his marbles, which he does here, and they do a good job of slowly building up to it, showing how it happens. I thought that they did a real good job with that, because when someone loses their mind, it's not from one day to the next. It's a slow burn, and they did that here. It happens gradually, little by little, each issue. So that was cool. That was a pro. Now the cons. There was a story arc with these three cops that they all want to be. The police department wants to create three new Batman because they know one person can never be Batman. He's irreplaceable. So we're gonna have three police officers trained to be Batman, and maybe between the three of them together, they could pick up Bruce Wayne's slack once he's no longer with us, because the job he has is a dangerous job. Sooner or later, something's gonna happen to him, or he's gonna get old. So they're already planning for the future, which I thought that's a valid point. That's a good it's a real good story they had going there, and they didn't touch on it on this story arc. They didn't talk about it at all. It's kind of, I guess it's own separate book or its own story arc. I don't know. I have to look for it, I guess, because I don't know in what trade paperback they would include that in. But that story was a lot more interesting than this, and that one's the story arc that kind of holds the glue of everything together. It holds the first trade paperback, the second, and a lot of the run depends on that. That's a lot of explanation of the things that were happening. So without that one, and you skip straight to this Batman Rest in Peace, you're completely lost. A lot of things don't make sense, and it wasn't the greatest story, like I said. It was the payoff good after everything they're doing to Bruce Wayne. The payoff was so-so. I mean, he did die heroically, so he went out with a bang. It was kind of exciting. It's kind of interesting, but overall, it was kind of lackluster. The ending where you think he at least died saved it a little bit because he went out taking out the rest of the bad guys with him. So that was cool. So yeah, like I said, on its own, it's really not that good. But when you put it together with everything, this run is like a solid. Once you read the whole run together, like if you buy the omnibus or something, it's like a solid 8, I would say. But on their own, none of the stories are that great. Okay, guys. I guess that's all I got for you guys for today. If you like what you saw, go ahead and hit that like button. It helps the video get around, helps out your boy right here. Basically, it spreads the word. Also, hit that subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this, reviews of books I read, movies I watch, and so forth and so forth, right? So you like reviews, you like stuff like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and you get more of the same. And if you want to follow me on my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, so forth, check the descriptions down below and you get all the info you should need. I got all my links down there. And yeah, I guess that's all I got for you guys today. See you guys all next time.